Okay, this is the second part of Unit 6, Section 2. And let's start with number 6, 3,125 raised to the 2/5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3,125, raise it to the 1/5, and then square all that. So I'm going to take the 5th root of 3,125 and then square it. Alright, so the 5th root of 3,125, that is 5. And then I got to square it. So 5 squared is 25. Alright, what about this one? 1 to the 3/5. Well, I can take 1, raise it to the 1/5, and then cube it. Take the 5th root of 1, and then cube it. Well, the 5th root of 1 is 1, and 1 cubed is 1. So guys, these are one of our helpful hints here. Anytime your base is 1, your answer is always going to be 1. Okay? Doesn't matter what your exponent is. Alright, let's take it up a notch. Alrighty. What do y'all think about this? Okay, so we're going to do the inverse. We're going to do this backwards than what we've been doing, okay? So what this is what's inside your radical sign, all raised to, your index is 1/4. Okay? Then let's separate them out. So I have a to the 4th times 1/4 times b to the 20th times 1/4. Now, when we do power to power, what this is this is a 4 times 1/4. Well, what is 4 times 1/4? Okay? And then if we take b 20 times 1/4, well, that's 20 over 4, which is b to the 5th. Okay, let's look at another one like that. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to get rid of the radical sign. So I have x to the 4th, y to the 12th. I'm going to raise that all to 1/4. Then we want to break down each term here with the 1/4. So I have x to the 4th times 1/4, and I have y to the 12th times 1/4. Alright, so 4 times 1/4 is 1. 12 times 1/4 is 3. So do you have to have the exponent 1 on the x? You do not. In fact, on a multiple choice, you will not see that. You need to know that these are equivalent. Okay, I'm going to skip 10 there and come down here to 11 so I have room. Alright, on 11, if we have x to the 6th power, y to the 4th, all raised to the 1/2, And then we have the square root of y squared. Okay? So, we have two different bases here. We have x to the 6th, y to the 4th. So I got to multiply each one of them by 1/2. And then, guys, what is the square root of y squared? Well, this is the same as y times y, so I'm getting y to the first power there. Okay, 6 times 1/2 is 3. 4 times 1/2 is 2. And then I have y to the first power. Now, is this in simplest form? This is not, because I have 2 y's and 1 y here, so I actually have a total of 3 y's. Okay, last one. All right, let's work on the numerator first, guys. Okay, so what I have here is I have x to the first times 2, and then I have y to the 1/2 times 2. Okay, so that's x squared over y to the first. Now let's work on this denominator here. Alright, so I have to cancel out the radical sign. I can take x to the 5th power and raise that all to the 1/5. Okay? Because the 5th root is the same as multiplying it by 1/5. Alright, so 5 times 1/5 is just x to the first. Now, are we in simplest form? We are not, because if I have x times y as my numerator and x is my denominator, this cancels out to 1, so my final answer is xy. Alrighty guys, that's it. Have a good evening.